Welcome everybody. With a new series of mine, it's going to be for Sky Capsule Project. And it's going to be a sky block with a very nice starting island. So it has a small dirt patch with a tree. And also it has some lava and some water to make it a little bit easier. This is completely default. It's like a cobblestone generator. So let's go. We're going to do the first part of it will be fairly quick. Oh, this one. Yes. Okay, let's go. So the first part will be fairly quick. We're going to go through some quests. I assigned it to a hotkey. You can also go through the inventory and go here up here. That was for my testing of the mod pack. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to read this, and then we're going to start with the basic resources. That's the start of the mod pack. So seeds are available through normal Minecraft. So it's bone meal on grass, and then you get grass, then you break it, and hopefully you get some seeds from it. There is Ultiminer spec, that's the same as Vein Miner. So you can use the tilde key to break complete trees. We're going to see that later. We can twerk and run besides a tree or a crop to make it grow. It's not an expert pack. It's not the most difficult pack in the world. Skyblock for servers. I don't have a server. Water. EMC. This mod pack starts with Project E, so that's quite nice. You can see it in a little bit. JEI. Well, everybody who ever has played a mod pack probably has seen JEI. So nice music. How can I change size of the change maps? Yeah. Let's just play without a minimap, and I don't need it anyway. For now, maybe later. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, first we're going to grow a tree, of course, as in every mod pack. Oh, no, that's not true. First we're going to see the quests. Because basic research, first we're going to set our home. Let me remove the tree because I want to have some room. Okay, press /home. And that means that we're going to have a default position over there. If I go to here and I press /home, I will be teleported. So that's a free kind of teleportation. So that's kind of awesome. So that's good. And the second one, this is what I wanted to show you. So we get a transmutation table immediately. So let's take that. Let's place it down because this is one of the most important blocks you're going to get. And then we can, everything with EMC, we can drop into the transmutation table. And this number represents the number of EMC we have, and every block has its own EMC value. So that means that an apple is 128. Now let's take a easier example. Well, let's take this. So 65, 1065, we take one block. So that means that we take 32 EMC, because this has a value of 32. We take 32 EMC out of the pool, and instead we get a item. If you place it back in this burner kind of thing, it will be burnt, and 32 EMC will be given back. So the same goes for the sapling. Sapling is 32, so we go to 1024. If you take something different, like an apple, it's going to go down further because the apple is valued higher. So let's go from here. So we want some oak logs, and with the oak logs we can make, of course, planks and some sticks. Okay, so the planks have EMC value also. So that means that we can teach it to the transmutation table. You can do that in a couple of ways. You can place it here. Oh, sorry. You can place it here in the middle, and then it will be learned. So that's a new item we can use. And you can also burn it, and then it also learns it. And the same goes, of course, for the sticks. So sticks are not available yet. We can place it in the middle. We can place it in this side also. Learned, and then it becomes available as an item. So you have to learn items to the system, and then it will use the EMC value to up it. So we have 1024 now. If you go up, it will be higher. So that's good. So let's take some planks. I want to have 4 planks for a crafting table, 4 for a chest. Let's get the crafting table. Okay, we got that chest. Oh, I forgot something. Quite of important. You have to learn it to the system. You don't have to do it, but in this case, crafting table will be useful later on to have. And also chests. So let's do that. This is something I make default in every mod pack, to just dump all my items. Okay, so let's continue. First of all, we're going to make some trees, and we're going to get make a crook. Get some sticks, make a crook out of it, almost. And I want to have 4 of those, because I don't need the crook itself. I want to have a item called a compressed crook. I know this from testing, that we can use this. It's the same as the crook, but it has more EMC, more durability. Okay. So it makes a compressed crook, and this I want to teach to my system. So let's take the leaves from the tree this time. And we're going to get a item that's called a silkworm. It's quite comparable to almost, to a lot of other quests, other mod packs that has Exna Hilo installed. So this is the first part, and then I want to make string from it. Make string from the tree. So let's infect the leaves with silkworm. There we go. Okay, so that was step 1. And it has to take some time, so that's why I chose to do this now. Next step is going to be a pickaxe. So we're going to take a stick, 2 of those, of course. Just a normal Minecraft recipe. Planks, 3 of those. Excellent. Okay, sticks and planks will make not an axe, but a pickaxe. Okay, so now we're going to make cobblestone by using this cobblestone generator. Funny thing is that we only need 1 cobblestone for now. Okay, so we free the weather, and now we're going to free the lava. Oh, it burned the block, but that's no problem. Okay, so we got cobblestone. Just 1 piece, please. Okay, thank you. So that means, in essence, we have unlimited amounts of cobblestone now. Or unlimited until my EMC runs out, but for now that's plenty. Okay. So we're going to throw away the wooden tool, because we don't need it anymore, and I don't want to teach it to my system. So we're going to waste a little bit of EMC, but that's okay. I just don't want to see it in my system, because that's quite annoying. So pickaxe, we also need a hammer. We're going to need an axe, I think. Will be a good idea. And we're going to need a hoe for later. I think that's all the tools we'll need for now. So let's teach those. Stone hammer. And a hole. Okay, let's drop this back to the table. Let's see if we have all the leaves. Yeah. So all the leaves turned completely white. That means that it's ready. You're going to use the crook. Without the crook, you don't get any string. So please use the crook. Okay. And in this time, I get around 2 stacks in strings. That means that we get a lot of EMC per tree. So that's why I want to use this, because in a little bit we're going to need quite a bit of EMC. So we're going to drop this, take a sapling again, because we don't get any saplings from the string tree. Oh, so let's run again. A little bit of danger. Okay, silkworms. Okay. Okay, so we got EMC. Now we're going to do the cobblestone. So in extra high-low mod packs, you can turn cobble into gravel, into sand, and into dust. So let's do that. Cobble into gravel. Let's stitch it, because you need the blocks later on, of course. Sand. And final step is dust. Going to need that also, because you can make clay from that. Okay, so now the quests are going to tell us that we need cobblestone, dust, sand, gravel, and glass. So let's take some of everything. So let's take 64 of dust, sand, gravel, and cobble also. Okay. And now we're going to do a half of the tree, I see. Okay, now I got a little bit more string. So 2.5 stacks. So that's excellent. Sapling. Let's replant. Oh, sorry. Wrong key. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to make compressed blocks, because we're going to need that later. And I want to teach that to my system already. And I can make some flints. I don't know if I need it, but it's nice to have anyway. And compressed cobblestone. Okay, so let's teach that. I can make a furnace. And I want to teach that also. And place it down. I want some planks, I guess. Okay, so let's place down the furnace. Take some sand, 1 piece is enough. And let's melt that for glass. Okay, so we did the dust, sand, and gravel. And now we're going to need glass and seared brick. So seared brick is fairly easy in this pack. Normally we would smelt grout, but we don't have that in this pack. So we're going to smelt dirt instead. So let's do that. And what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to take 1 piece of dirt from below my feet. And I want to go there by creating a little stairs. We can place blocks below each other by pressing going with the cursor right below the block. You get from the right hooks. right brackets. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. So that's the air blocks, and now this is the floor. So let's make that. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I forgot to copy some torches. So let's take one piece of dirt. Hopefully it doesn't fall. No. And hopefully I don't fall. Okay, so I forgot to copy the torch. So you take a torch. You place it in a table. And dirt. So we learned that also. That's great. So let's put some light down there. You can press F7 and it gives you yellow and red squares. Crosses, sorry. The yellow crosses means that during the night, when there is no skylight, there are mob spawns able. So in this case, I would get mobs that spawn here and go up if I'm far enough. But for now, let's just place down a torch and let's do the yellow crosses. If there are red crosses, that means that even during the day, mobs can spawn. Okay, so we got that. Now what we're going to do is take the glass, teach the glass of course, and take some extra because it wants to have it for the quest. We have dirt, so let's smelt one dirt. And then we get the seared bricks. Also. And we need 27 of those. I forgot. Teach it. And take. Okay. So we got the seared bricks. And now it wants us to make a melter. So let's take some glass because we need it. Glass is in the corner and the center, I believe. Yes. And then like a boat of seared bricks and then some glass gives us the melter. The heater. Casting table. And some faucets. Oh, let's take it. That helps a lot. Okay. So let's teach this to the system. We can take the oven for now, or the furnace for now. So we don't need it anymore. That was it. And now we can place down the smelter. It doesn't matter too much where you set it because it takes you use it only once for now. Maybe later on you're going to need it for different things, but and because everything has an EMC value, it's kind of awesome in that way. Okay, so I need some planks for the heating. And now we're going to make a different resource, and that's called compressed grout. So that's made by compressed dust, compressed gravel, and compressed sand. And luckily we already made those blocks. So let's take 3 of those. Gravel, 3, and cobble. No. Dust. I don't know why, but I misremember this recipe every time. So let's make that. So sand, gravel, dust. We have compressed grout. Let's stitch it. And take 10. We need exactly 10. So let's wait for it a little bit. And that will be 9 and 10. Awesome. Now that's done. We can pour it in a form, and then it will make a tier 1 catalyst. So that's really important because this is the first part of infinite resources. Yeah, I think I say that correctly. Okay, so let's take the melter down again. We don't need it for a while. So let's clear up our working environment. Let's keep it nice and tidy. Okay, so leaves are done, I think. Let's take the EMC. Getting up there. 7,000 EMC already, so that's kind of awesome. Okay. So that was the first part of the machine. Get some grout. We made this already. That's the tier 1 mini catalyst. And now we're going to do the next part, and that's the tier 1 resource generator. And if you look at the recipe, it's 4 cobblestone, 2 dirt, 1 compressed dirt and 2 compressed cobblestone. So let's look at that. I didn't do that yet. 2 dirt and a 1 compressed dirt. And 4 normal cobblestone and 2 compressed cobblestone. So first let's teach the compressed dirt to the system. I don't know if I need it in the future, but I will do it anyway. Okay, so 2 dirt, 1 compressed dirt, 2 compressed cobblestone and 4 normal cobblestone. And we got a tier 1 resource generator item. So let's teach that. And the tier 1 catalyst, I don't know if it did it yet, but I will do it. Okay. So what's this item? This is new for this mod pack. So this mod pack, this item, okay, that confused me. So let's place it down. It's kind of glitchy, but that's okay. And we're going to place the catalyst in it, and then it will start to work automatically. So you don't need any fuel for it, or you don't need any power or something like that. So it's going to create resource capsules. So resource capsules are used for creating other items, specifically tin, redstone, iron, copper, bone meal, and coal. So that's quite important for our future endeavors. So I'm going to need 9 for the quest. So let's wait a little bit. And 7, that's excellent. So we've done the quest. Okay, and now it's wanting to make us 1 of each item, except for bone meal. It's going to have 3 items necessary, and you need 1 coal, but that's okay. Okay, leaves are done again. Yeah, I think so. So let's take those down. Oh, my crook broke, so let's take a new one. Okay, excellent. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop planting trees because I know that I have enough EMC. I think I have, no, I don't know that. Let's just plant one more. Okay, so we got a lot of capsules, so let's start. First up is going to be horizontal, that's copper. Then vertical, that's going to be tin, I believe. Yeah. And then 2 horizontal, 1 like a horse jump in chess. So that's iron. Then we're going to make redstone, I believe. That's in a circle, like a chest. And then we're going to make coal. That's in a cross pattern. So that's coal. And then we have to do 3 bone meal. And 3 bone meal is 1 each in just a single. So then we have everything we need. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is make some time and create all the blocks I need in the future. So let's learn it. Let's make an ingot. Let's learn the ingots and take enough to make a block out of it, because we're going to need it in the future. Let's do the same for the tin. So first up the ingot. And a block of tin. Did I do that? Yeah. Okay, excellent. Copper. Oh, I want to take the pieces. And another ingot. Okay, it's kind of boring, but we have to do it anyway. So let's do it now. Let's get over all the boring parts. Next up is bone meal. Same thing, except we're going to make only a block. We can't make any bone ingots. Coal. Same thing. Block of coal, and I believe you also have to do a compressed block of coal. So let's try that. Yeah, we have enough. I think you need it in the future. And it doesn't matter because you're not going to lose EMC out of it. Because you're going to place it back anyway. So we take it out, we make a block, place it back, and then we're not going to lose any EMC value out of it in the long run. So let's try the compressed block of redstone. Okay. And that one I'm going to keep, simply because I need it for my next machine. Because we finished this, no reward sadly, but now we're going to do automation. So that's kind of awesome. So let's look at the recipe. This one we can't make because gold is tier 2. But with the other recipe we can make. So let's place that in the preview. Let's call it a preview. So let's start. We need 2 ingots and copper gears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create all the copper gears. Not all the copper gears. I'm going to create all the gears I can make right now. So 4 of tin, copper of course. Okay, excellent. So let's do that. So that's 4 in a cross and then 1 iron ingot. We can make, for instance, the iron gear a little bit cheaper. But I like this, the look of this recipe, so I'm going to stay with it. So they all look alike. You look, you can make an item gear with 4 iron instead of an ingot. Okay, so we need 2 copper gears. We need a crafting table. Let's make some more EMC. Okay, and the reason I craft coal from this is twofold. First of all, we can use it as fuel for our power later on, but also the coal is the most efficient way, so you get the most EMC per capsule. So that's why I make those. Okay, so we need 2 tin. And now we're going to make a machine frame. That's a tin gear, 4 iron and 4 glass. So a tin gear, 4 iron and 4 glass. Excellent. Tin gear in the center and iron around it. So that's wrong. So this is the correct one. Teach it. And let's make the machine. And this is a big step forward in this mod pack. So let's teach that. Let's take the reward. And now we're going to get item pipes, wrenches, and Stirling dynamo. So that's awesome. So let's teach all those items. Stirling dynamo and the sequential fabricator. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some cobblestone. A couple of stacks. Oh, I forgot the wrench. Okay. Okay. So next step for me is going to create a downstairs basement. And the downstairs basement is going to be the place where I create my resources. Okay. I got torches. Got my items. I learned all that for in case I drop off. Okay, so I'm going to create a platform as big as the platform. A little bit bigger on the stair side. Just for safety. So one more. So I'm going to cut the video, create the platform, and I'll be back after that. Okay, so I've created a platform, and now we're going to put the resource generator on there. And I'm going to take some extra. Let's make some extra EMC for all the items we dropped. Oh, the capsules, I mean. Excellent. Those are kind of hard to see in the screen. Don't really like them to be that invisible. But let's take all the catalyst we can get. And all the resource generators we can get. Okay. And let's take some extra pipes if you can. A little bit. Okay. So we're going to be out of EMC right now. But that doesn't matter. Because the only thing we need is a little bit of fuel. And now we're going to create automatic resources. So let's do that. So this is everything I can build right now, but that's not a problem. So let's put the catalysts in so it starts working. So let's place down our fabricator. Yeah, this is a good spot. Dynamo. Okay. And the cables. Pipes. So first of all, let's disconnect the cable from the engine, dynamo. And also let's place 2 cables here. And disconnect those from each other because they not going to connect, shouldn't connect. Okay. I forgot something, doesn't matter. Okay, I'll do it in a little bit. Now let's configure the fabricator. First of all, we're going to do the input on the side. So everything that's blue is going to drop in here. It can either accept fuel, fluids or items. Items going to go here, fluid here. And then exit on the top. So what it's going to create is going to exit on the top. So let's create a call. Let's press the green check mark and now it's going to be fixed. So now it needs power to be powered. Okay. So first we're going to configure, since I changed it, it's going to connect there. So let's change the pipes. You can shift right click on the pipe and it's going to get a border. The border means that it's going to automatically pull items out of that block and it's going to put it in the first block that's available. And that will be the fabricator. So that's why I don't want the cables to connect, because else it's going to put it in the dynamo and everywhere you don't want it. So now items will be automatically dropped here. And as soon as it gets some power, a little bit is fine, it's going to create call. Now we have to change this cable. So it pulls out the call automatically and puts it in the dynamo. So that's excellent. So now the dynamo has unlimited fuel and the rest we can use for EMC. So let's first take the call that's already made. Let's create more EMC. We don't need the 3 anymore. So that's awesome. Okay, so what I want to do with that is I want to make a chest for now. Change that into a drawer, so I need some planks. Chest. And a drawer. And the drawer I want to have here. And the drawer is going to be our end destination for the call, so we can take it out and place it in the transmutation table very easily. Now I have to get more pipes. Okay. Okay, this is not the best way to do it, but doesn't matter. Okay, so now we have a problem because the pipe is going to connect on every level. So let's disconnect that. Okay. And now we have properly capsules in the drawer. Oh, okay. It was apparently faster than I expected. So what's happening now is the pipe is going to pull out coal and it can place the coal into 2 places. So it's going to place or the dynamo or the the chest, the drawer upstairs, and it chooses based on the configuration of the pipe. So I pressed Shift right click with an empty hand. You see this specific icon. If you change this, it will mean that the way that items are transported through the pipe are changed. So as it's configured right now, it's going to go into the pipe. It's going to check for the first available inventory. It's going to try to place it in that inventory. And if that is full, it's going to check for a second inventory. So that means coal is going to go out of the machine. It's going to try to be placed in the dynamo. If it's full, everything else is going to be placed in the chest upstairs or the drawer upstairs. So that's excellent. So let's go and maximize our resource production. And we got 3 stacks of coal already. So this is going to go very fast. As you see, we already have 13,000 EMC. So let's take that in let's think about this. I have to have 3 layers, so 5. Yeah, that's good. The reason I want to have 12 more is because I tried a couple of configurations and I liked 20 resource generators for one fabricator. Kind of nice also to have 4 stacks of 5. Okay, so let's place the catalyst in there. That means that we get coal even faster. Okay, cables. And let's configure them to draw out the items. Same thing. Excellent. Okay. So now it's going to be keeping up just a little bit. So that means that there are created a little bit less resources as the machine can make it, but it's almost maximized. So that's why I want 20. So if you make 21 or 22, it will be full all the time. This is fine. Oh, that's strange. Did I forget some? Oh. I forgot here. No. I forgot to plot here. Okay. So let's place the rest back because I don't need it anymore. And I think then we are done with our first episode, to be honest. We got, in essence, we got unlimited EMC. That means that we got unlimited all the resources we learned until now to the transmutation table. So unlimited coal, unlimited cobblestone, etc. So we finished this. That means that to finish this, oh, we got one more for the machine block. That's fine. A little bit more EMC. We can clear out our inventory. Don't need that anymore. So We finished almost everything from the basic resources already. So that means that we have automation for tier 1 resources. I talked about a little bit earlier. Clay and redstone is fairly easy to make. We can put water into a barrel, place some dust into it, and we get a block of clay. And it has EMC value, so that then that means unlimited clay. Redstone is netherrack, sorry, is the same thing. It has lava in a barrel, one piece of redstone. It gives us netherrack. Netherrack has EMC, so that's unlimited EMC. Barrel, same thing, easy to make. And after that, we can start with animals. So next episode, we're going to create a couple of things. Nothing with EMC yet. We're just going to create some other stuff. So that means I'm going to work on a mob farm. I'm going to work on a extension of our grass field. So a larger grass area a little bit away. And I'm going to finish the basic resources in the next episode. Maybe work towards Road of Steel, because that takes a while also. But yeah, this is fine. I think it's quite successful. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.